probably realised that my life had changed immediately. I didn't physically know anyone who'd had a stroke, but I just knew that they were pretty debilitating, or the ones that I knew about. I knew he'd never be the same person. Didn't ever talk about Don to my friends because I just felt disloyal if I did. People would say, "How's Don?" and I'd say, "He's fine, he's fine." I've opened my heart a little bit to my sister, but not a lot, not a lot. Because then she starts asking me questions, and they're questions I don't always want to answer. More or less, if you want to listen to me, but don't ask me a lot of questions. I don't want a lot of questions. I also think that maybe when I go out for coffee or if I go out for lunch, I want a break. I want it to be me time, not Don time. I feel I've got to get out sometimes. I really feel I've got to get out. And when Don's asleep every afternoon, that's no fun. Because he was such a vibrant, busy man. Not being able to hold a nail and a hammer or see him need to have a sleep, I feel for him. So I don't like seeing him like that. That depresses me. There are times that I feel I'd love to get away by myself, just by myself, and then I get a bit chicken about it all. And then I'd have one part of my foot in up there and one part of my foot down here, wondering how he was, so I can't relax, really. This is the first time.
With the kids too.
Is this the first time we took the kids away? I think I accepted pretty early that life was never going to be the same. I'm not saying I liked it, but I think I accepted it earlier. It's just probably the type of person I am, that I didn't dwell on things. I wasn't looking after myself, probably not, because as I said before, all the energy was going into Don. Every single fibre of my being was going into Don. No, and I still don't think I look after myself. Sometimes I'll sleep for a few hours and then I wake up and I'm awake for a while. I've been up and I've read, I've been up. I asked the doctor, I told the doctor once, and he gave me sleeping tablets. And even on sleeping tablets, I was sitting up here doing Sudoku in the middle of the night and getting them out. But I've had troughs, I feel myself going downhill and then work like hell to bring myself up. And a girlfriend of mine said to me, "I don't know how you do it, you're always upbeat." And she said, "I would curl myself up in a corner if I was you." And I said, "Well, I'm probably like a duck. Underneath I'm swimming like hell, but up top I'm trying to keep this normality about things, I suppose." I rejected counselling earlier on because I was, maybe young and foolish, or younger and foolish. I always thought I could do things by myself. It took me over 10 years before I would admit, over 11 years before I would admit that I needed help. The issues that we talk about, poor Don, mainly Don, what his behaviour has been, or how I've been feeling about his behaviour, or and sometimes she tells me, "Oh, you're in a better place this time," or "I'm not in such a good place." And I just feel with her that I can say virtually whatever I want without feeling that I'm being disloyal to Don. I don't take antidepressants. Maybe I should. I don't know. I like to think I don't like taking medication, full stop, which is probably my problem, not anyone else's. But I try to do it by myself and without medication, and therefore I go to a psychologist. She said, "Now when you go home," she said, "I don't want you saying to people, 'My husband has suffered a stroke,' you say we have suffered a stroke makes you think that it's not just the person who's ill, it affects everybody. If Don had his stroke today, I would certainly be in the next few weeks trying to find out what was out there to help us both, not just him, both. I probably would talk more about him with people, friends, or just get things off my chest more rather than keeping them close to my chest. My take on life today is really just one day at a time. Well, it sounds a cliche, doesn't it? But I really don't think about tomorrow. I just wait and get through today.